like fool. Hit 'em, 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 hit 'em. Smash 'em up, watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Hit 'em, 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 hit 'em. Listen, 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 listen. This Eagles talk, this talk Eagles. Philly bleed green, it's from your people. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's beat the squad. Big Pat Shelley, Dante the Dark Child. Drop the stats on them, drop the facts on them. Spur King, baby, let's get it on.
Hey, fam, it's your man Dante the Dark Knight, and welcome to Game Day. Our Philadelphia Eagles take on the Buffalo Bills after defeating the Kansas City Chiefs Monday night. We haven't seen you guys since then. Huge win. We take down the Kansas City Chiefs, and we're back at it. We took off for the Thanksgiving holiday. I hope everyone's Thanksgiving holiday was pleasant, and Pat's birthday, too. We were back. Pat was here on his birthday. He was here for that Monday night game.
Yes, I
we
was.
got to celebrate. Yeah, we got to celebrate with Pat. But we're all back together now. The birthday is over. The victory over the Kansas City Chiefs is over. Our payback is over. We just have one more task, and that's at the end of the year. We'll get to that. But we're going to take on the Buffalo Bills today, and that is the business at hand today. So it's good to see you guys. How was you guys' holiday? Have fun? Starting with you, Nichelle. How was your holiday?
It was good. It was good. Lots of good food. I made a hell of a gumbo. Channeled all my Geechee ancestors and on. I ate the last bowl yesterday watching basketball. Watching the
Wow.
Sixers. They killed it. It's murdered. Hey, rest in peace. But it lived a good life.
It came and it served its purpose in this life.
It did. There's nothing left, not even a piece of rice.
Oh, that is what's up. That's awesome. How about you, Pat? How was your Thanksgiving?
So I came back from Jamaica and this doggone weather. It's too cold. I need to go back. But you know what? It was great. It was spent with the in-laws, and I smoked a brisket from 9:15 on Wednesday, 9:15 p.m. on Wednesday to 9:15 in the morning on Thursday. Yes.
All right.
And trust me, that was the talk of the Thanksgiving Day. They said, forget turkey.
Oh.
They said, we don't need no other meats. Pat, from now on, you're designated and bring this brisket.
Oh, that is what's up. So he said the smoked brisket. That is what's up. I did the normal, fried the turkey and all, and that came out perfect. And it was a bounce back fried turkey for me, because I had an incident where I fried turkeys for my frat brother's birthday party. Never did it in this manner, and destroyed all 3 turkeys. Right, none of the turkeys were edible. I never done that. Right, but a couple of things I had done out differently. Number one, I fried with someone. I had a fry partner. I never had a fry partner before. We decided to fry all 3 turkeys together because we put all our turkey frying equipment together, we could fry all 3 at one time. So I decided to go over there and do that. Number 2, I didn't season the turkeys myself. Someone else, a third party, seasoned the turkeys. All right. Well, those are things that I will never, ever do in frying a turkey again. So I eliminated those 2 things for Thursday, and my turkeys came out perfect again, as they always do. I don't know. I blame the other guys, but I was in on it, so I'll take some of the blame. But my turkey was great. It was flavorful. It's a tag team effort, actually. My wife actually seasoned it. I just had to make sure I didn't burn it, and I did not. So it came out great. But we had a great Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna eat that.
Oh, it comes out great.
I'm good for Christmas, so I need that.
Listen. We have a turkey fry every Thanksgiving morning that starts at 7:30. It's been going on for 15 years. A group of the guys that own a couple of barbershops in our neighborhood started it a long time ago, and I was the only woman that would come. But there's levels to this, Dante.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't want to put dry seasoning on your turkey before it goes in the air fryer. You can inject it and let it sit overnight, but don't put any seasoning, and make sure it's super dry.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
We fry everything. We don't just fry
years.
turkeys. We fry Cornish hens, chicken,
oh wow,
fish, shrimp wrapped in bacon. So it's an all fry. It's turkey and everything fry for us. So we figure out other ways we can have some fried goodies on Thanksgiving. So this year I did the fried fish and I did fried Cornish hens.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not new. I'm a 10-year vet at it. I just that one time I stepped
You
out of my
trusted
comfort
somebody.
zone
You trusted
and trusted
somebody.
someone else. Yeah, and I'll never do that again. But
No.
yeah, it came out good. Came out good, and we enjoyed our Thanksgiving. Oh, I have a story, but I don't want to tell them now. Let's get right into the game. All right, you guys are watching.
That was nice.
Watch Eagles talk, the most unique Eagles coverage around. That's
Come on
live.
over, Steph.
For Eagles fans, and here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team, that is the Philadelphia Eagles. We do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. Pat is showing you what he's doing, and that I don't. Are you doing that, Pat? That I'm about to say that didn't look like Jameson, but that looked like
They came with the glass this time.
Oh, okay, all right. So he's doing his customary Jameson Irish whiskey. Michelle, are you partaking today, or
I'm not.
are you?
I took
Okay.
some multivitamins with extra vitamin C and zinc, and so my stomach's a little tore up right now.
All right.
Trying
Okay. So
trying not
she
to
is.
let any of these bugs going around get me. So I just got some cranberry ginger ale.
She's on the
All
inactive
right.
list for today.
She's on the
Yes,
inactive. So
you can
on the
add me to
inactive,
inactives. When you read them, you can add me to it.
I will.
and I am doing nothing but cranberry juice. All right. So I'm gonna do a triple shot in honor of Michelle. I'll take her shots. Okay. So here we are. You guys, let me know what you're doing out there. And here we go. Down the hatch for our Philadelphia Eagles. 3, 2, 1.
You're now listening to the First on Board.
All right, the last we talked, we were on cloud nine. Our Philadelphia Eagles had taken down the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday night. Big payback was in effect. Shut down the Kansas City Chiefs. No scores in the second half. And, I've been hearing a lot of talk about, our haters and stuff like that. Well, they would have caught that pass, and what I mean? So, but they didn't. They didn't catch the pass. They didn't do everything that you guys think if they would have done. Just like we didn't do if we would have done in the Super Bowl, and we didn't win. Okay, so they didn't do any of those ifs on Monday night, and we won, and that's how it goes. So I'm feeling good about our Philadelphia Eagles. I still feel good, 9-1. How could you not feel great about this team being 9-1? And regardless of the way that we're winning, the bottom line, the last time I checked, is that you win, right? That's all I heard. That's how I heard it. So we are winning, and we're 9-1, and we have the best record in the league until proven otherwise. That means that we're the top of the league right now.
Period.
So going into this game, what do you think, Michelle? I mean, what's your response to the haters and the naysayers about this Philadelphia Eagles 9-1 record?
Well, Dante, me and Pat were talking about that pregame before you jumped in. Some of the betting odds don't even have us winning. And what are they, 5-6, 6-5?
6-5.
They're 6-5.
You coming in as an underdog makes no
And
sense.
how are we underdogs to 6-5 teams? Talk about the disrespect. At this point, I'm used to it. I think right now, I think the media and many of the pundits that do the betting odds are just trolling the Eagles because they know they get a rouse out of us and the fan base and the team, and they're just adding fuel to the fire. So hey, keep on, as coach says, keep underestimating us. Keep underestimating us.
What is these comments? I'm sorry.
See, I know Dion's out of pocket today. You're getting coal in your stocking.
Oh my goodness gracious! Listen, we did talk about this pre-production, and for the Buffalo Bills to be a favorite for this game at 54.1% over a team that's 9-1 that have won against some very formidable teams in the Miami Dolphins, who's leading their division, who beat the mighty Dallas Cowboys, who everybody's saying is the favorite to go to Super Bowl, with Dak being an MVP conversation. With the reigning Super Bowl champs, we dethroned them to last week. It does make no sense, but you know what? we have a song. You know, we don't care. We don't care what the pundits say. We strap it up. We go out there and we play our game. We play our football game. It may be ugly sometimes, but we win these games. We're 9-1 for a reason. 9-1 for a reason.
Period.
Period. And going in this game, it's total disrespect to, I guess, I don't know what, and this was before. Well, let's get to our inactives first. Let's do that.
I'm gonna start with the Buffalo Bills. They're basically no surprises. Their starting quarterback Dame Jackson, who's been out for a couple weeks, he's inactive. Third safety Taylor Rapp is inactive. Wide receiver Dante Harry is inactive. Linebacker AJ Klein inactive. Offensive guard Jermaine Ifeni inactive. Offensive tackle Alec Anderson, and defensive tackle Puda Ford. These names, I swear. All right, so Key and Peele did it right when they did all the names with these guys. They
yeah.
For our Philadelphia Eagles, third string quarterback Tanner McKee, seventh cornerback Josiah Scott, fourth running back Rashard Penny, tight end Greg Cartera, tight end Dallas Goddard, defensive tackle Milton Williams did not clear concussion protocol, and a surprise inactive this morning, Lane Johnson, which leaves us with Jack Driscoll.
Oh,
Jack Hey, where's that sound? Which we did activate all the other offensive linemen, Fred Jackson, Taylor Steen, Sua Opeta. So the minute that Jack Driscoll was not doing it what he should be doing in that position, you do have some options to go in that particular position. Truthfully, I would go with Tyler Steen. I know he's a rookie, but he's better at that right tackle position, and he played tackle in college, so I would put him out there. But that's just me. Jack Driscoll is a veteran, so hopefully being on the outside, he has some he can be better this week. We're going against a formidable Buffalo Bills defensive front. I don't think Von Miller's playing, right? Von Miller's not playing.
I saw him walking into the locker room. I don't know if he's playing, but he looked like he had his stuff. I don't know. He's
you got some guys. You got Jordan Phillips, Ed Oliver, Leonard Floyd. You got some guys that can get the pass rush, but we should be able to take advantage of these guys, hopefully, and move the ball, running the ball like we did last week against the Chiefs.
All right. All right. Let me go to our fourth co-host, and that's you guys in the room. We thank you guys for always supporting and showing us love here on Eagles Talk, for getting ready for the game with us, showing that love to us. And the first person in the room today is not JT, it's Rachel.
Yes.
Rachel.
Hey,
Rachel, how are you? Go Birds.
Are you still on IR? Are you still on IR?
Yeah, are you still on IR, Rachel? Let me know. Jeremiah second, he's in the house. He said, what's up, Eagles fam? Time to get that dub. I'm with you on that. Hemi is in the house. Hemi says, what's up, Eagles Talk? Let's go. You right. Ataya. I'm sorry.
Atia.
Atia.
Yeah.
I don't want. I'm sorry if I murdered that.
Atia Hicks.
Hey y'all, go. John, our resident from down under, South Kakalaka, South Carolina Bird Gang checking in. Lane, I know. And Frank's in the house. Frank said, "Let's go. Let's tear this so gauntlet down." Yes, you're right. So could gauntlet down. I'm sorry. Tony Barron says, "Happy Kelly Green Day." You're right. And I got mine on. Dion's in the house. My friend Dion. He says, fried turkey indeed. Somebody else is in the house. Let me see. Oh, Sulema is in the house. Sulema. Lane Johnson isn't playing. You're right, Sulema. Lane Johnson isn't playing. But guess what? I've been telling you about this woman right here. You got to watch out for this woman right here, Sulema. She's a pool shark. I'm telling you, if you see her in the pool hall, you've got to watch out for her.
That's a serious look.
Are you telling this? If you see this woman in this position here, you run, and you run fast. Guard your wallets. I got a shot of her. This is her in action. She's hustling about 12 guys right there What was your take that night, Suleiman? What was your take about what? About the five G's, 5 bands that night? I'm telling you, you gotta watch her. Don't ever get on the pool table where if you have money and you value it. All right. So Suleiman, no, we're happy. I've been waiting to get you on that one. But thank you. How was your holiday anyway, Suleiman? How was your holiday? Hey, look, they continue to disrespect us, right? I talked about it during the Kansas City Chiefs. We don't, and we have the team. I think that we don't care either. Like we shouldn't care, or maybe we should care because we're fans. We can do that. We can put energy into that. I don't think our team cares anymore because they've heard it all. You know, they've heard the disrespect, and I think that they are just so focused on completing the task that they're set out to complete this year, and that is bringing it all home. You know, this is unfinished business for us this year, and I think that's where their focus is. I don't even think that they hear the naysayers and the disrespect anymore. They've been hearing that for so long. Now it's just about going out and getting the job done by any means necessary, and that's the attitude, and that's the way they've played all year, because they've just found ways to win the game. I know we're spoiled from last year. It's not looking like that per se, but they're compiling W's, which is all you need to do. That's all we need to do until the last game of the season. It's just compile W's. So I don't think they listen, but we do. And we'll clap back for the team. I'll be their official spokesman. So all the naysayers out there, get the double salute up. Bang, bang,
Listen,
bang, bang, bang.
Can I quote Seth?
Yes,
Seth?
you can. Yes, you
This
can.
is the thing that really pissed me off about the national media last week. No one wanted to talk about the job that the Eagles did winning the football game. Everybody wanted to talk about the drop balls and everything else that went on. They didn't want to give the Eagles any credit for going on the road in a hostile environment and winning the game.
Yeah, that you know what?
Period.
Exactly. All you heard in national media was them talking about, like you just said, and what Seth said was those drops. If they made those drops, if they caught those passes, if this, it didn't happen. We have suffered through many receivers who have dropped passes and cost us the games. So we know how that feels. So we don't have no sympathy, for them whatsoever. Do your job, and you don't have to worry about the outcome like this. Anyway, we did our job and we won the game. Stop it. Stop giving these scenarios. These other scenarios. If Dallas did this, if Miami did this, if the Chiefs did that, if the Washington football team did this, it didn't happen. All right. When you go back and you look at the records, it's still a loss in their column, and it's a W for us. That's all that matters at the end of the day. 3-2. If you win 3-2, it's still a W.
Yeah, you're right. Let me go to some comments here. Walter's in the house. He says, "What's up, Eagles talk?" Rachel has confirmed that she is good and can play today if needed. So she is off of the inactives list. Did you put Michelle on the inactives list?
Oh yeah, no. I got to put Michelle on the inactive list. Sorry, Michelle.
Michelle is on the inactives list. All right, so
I'm active but inactive. I'll be on the sideline.
Richard says he said, "What's up?" He's late. Let's get to this. Is a concern. Keith says Jack Driscoll needs to have a good game. Definitely. Angry Ryan's in the house. That's what we have dubbed him. Angry Ryan. He's not angry on that one right there, but he sounds a little perturbed down here. Bills are second in sack. Now Lane is out. All right. Yeah, that's going to be a concern. I don't blame you for being angry. I know we can't control injuries and all, but you know what our record looks like when Lane is playing, when he's participant in games. It just fares better for our team record-wise. And, you know, he's a big loss today, a late scratch. I heard it coming from New York from dropping my son off. And he was just questionable at the time. And I was just praying, like, please let him be okay. But alas, he is not. Let's just hope that Driscoll can play up to the task and does and we do what we need to do to beat this Buffalo Bills team. I'm not afraid of them. They don't scare us. They scare me in this sense. I'll tell you they do. They could concern me in this sense because they are desperate. They're 6-5. They can't afford to lose a game. They are desperate. They're playing for their playoff lives. We're not in that position. We're just professionals going about the business of taking down everybody who's in front of us.
Yes.
That's our job. We don't have that pressure on us. So they scare me a little bit in that sense that they are more desperate than we are. But outside of that, they don't scare me as far as personnel and scheme-wise and the such. I feel confident that we can come in and take care of business. I hope that we're not too full from the turkeys and the fried turkeys and all that we ate. But I think this team is well equipped to go about and handle the business. So that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting no different than what we've seen the previous 11 weeks, that this team comes out and finds a way to win the game.
Yeah, just win. I hate to say somebody else's slogan. It doesn't matter how you win, just win.
Yeah.
Just go out there and win.
If we win, we clinch a playoff spot.
Early. That's early too.
They don't want
big.
the smoke. If we win today, we clinch our playoff spot. So that means we automatically know we just playing for our seeding, which that's all we've been playing for anyway.
You know, the crazy thing I saw it this week as I was flying back from the lovely Jamaica. They were talking about the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills were in practice listening to the Rocky theme song, playing around, boxing and stuff like that, getting, just mocking the theme of being a boxer or a fake boxer, whatever it might be called it, and they weren't taking it serious. Like, I think this Lane Johnson injury it's going to take us out of the mindset that we got to pass every single down like we did against the Jets. I saw somebody put it up there. I saw somebody put that comment up there. I think it was Ryan. And it might be a good thing where we go back to the running game and use all three running backs. We got three running backs for a reason. Don't just put Boston Scott to the side and say he's not a productive running back. He has, besides the Giants, he's very. With the Giants, against the Giants, he's very productive. But he is a very productive running back, and he could be that linchpin today with Gainwell and Swift. They get us these hard yards because we're going to need them. We're going to need them in the trenches. We got our guys back. Cam Jurgens, Jason Kelsey is there. Jordan Mailata is there. Landon Dickerson is there. So you got the inside interior guys. Just run behind them. Make it easy.
Yeah, I would love to get back to that dominating run game. We haven't seen it in a while, and maybe that is the path to take because Jack Driscoll is not the most solid pass protector out there. So let's do what he does best. Let's try to make him comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Since he's coming in on short notice and run the ball, that'd be a great thing. But let's end this quarter also. Let's do that.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, you're watching Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles coverage show around. That's by us Eagles fans, for us Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team, that is the Philadelphia Eagles. We do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots as we get ready to watch our Philadelphia Eagles take on the Buffalo Bills today. Hopefully demolish the Buffalo Bills today. I like to see a good smackdown today. That's what I need to see. I'm having fun in these games. They are they're entertaining, especially when we come out with the W, but they're hair raising too. I like to see a good old fashioned beatdown. So let's try that today. So I am drinking the cranberry juice. Pat is drinking. He's going to do a shot of the Jameson Irish whiskey. Michelle is inactive. She's on the inactive list. So you guys, let me know what you're drinking out there, and let's salute and get ready for our Philadelphia Eagles today. Down the hatch, 3, 2, 1.
You're now listening to the second quarter.
It's
yeah, you know what time it is. It's time to get on this field and take these guys out. Oh, Brian is not that angry. Ryan's not that angry. All right, he's throwing up early. I'm sorry, I took it down. Throwing up early predictions. Oh, I thought he was. Yeah, Bill, you're late. You're about 2 shots behind. Come on, get your 2 shots in right now. All right, yeah, you are behind. Richard Layton, as we should make that a trivia question. What does Richard Layton drink every week? If you know the show, then you know this. If you
right,
you know this. If you know the show, you know this. It's the Goose and the Ultra Light. It never changes. It never changes. Michael McCurry says this reset will definitely help improve the run game as a priority again. Yes, we need this run game. We're going to need the run game, I think, if we're going to be successful in the playoffs too. Let's talk about this thing that I heard this week about how people were angry at our coach for showing his emotions on after that Monday. All right, so Nick Sirianni, after the Monday night game, came into the tunnel and he was like us. He was basically like us. He was like a regular a Philadelphia passionate Eagles fan, and he just was giving them the business verbally. And people had a problem with that. I did not. I really did not. Some people like he need to show more decorum. I don't know. Some people were like he don't need to do that because he's giving the other team bulletin board material. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with it. We're Eagles fans. This is what we do. I mean, it was endearing to my heart to see my coach embody the same passion that I do and not be afraid to display it. I was okay with it. How did you guys feel about it? How did you feel about it, Nichelle?
Well, I think everybody needs to get educated in progressing to 2023. It's 2023 in the age of Beyonce's internet.
Wow.
People are out here still tone policing. What have we learned about newer generations, mental health, leadership? What does it take to motivate the next generation? What does it take to motivate Gen Z? You can't be the old school leader that you were back in the day. You can't be a coach or in any profession for that matter and think just cussing out your employees or the people on your players and demeaning them and think that's okay. You can actually, hold space for emotions now. It's allowed. You can hold space for people to show up to their full selves. And if anybody ever read a leadership book or took a leadership class that we're all making fun of Sirianni and his plants and his flowers, there's actually systems in place where people are learning to be better leaders and bring their own authentic self to their job.
Right.
So the fact that he actually has a heightened level of emotional intelligence with his players and with his team lets me know that he's never done anything so outrageous that you're like, oh, he needs to pull it back. No, people are just not used to someone that can own their emotions but not let it get out of hand, but show them authentically and show that yes, you can be emotional, you can be proud, but you can also still be respectful. I've never heard Sirianni say anything disrespectful to anybody other than stop undermining us, stop disrespecting us, stop thinking that we can't do what we're doing right now. That's the only thing he's ever said.
You're right.
Or look at the scoreboard. He's never called people out their names. You know what I mean? He's never done any of those things. So these old farts that get up on the sports news stations and talk about, oh, he just needs to be better. He just no. That's why you're not coaching. That's why you don't need a company. Because if you think that's going to work with this generation, it's not going to work.
You're right. You're 100% right. Nichelle, you hit every single nail on the head down the row, all the way down for the whole deck. You hit every single one. Like what you just said is 100% correct, because this coach has done nothing but been successful since he got here. His first season he was 9-8. His second season when he took us to the Super Bowl. This year we're 9-1, the number one team in the NFL. We haven't been nothing short of a very good team since he got in the position of head coach. So what he brings to the players, the outside media don't see it, but we see it as fans because we understand that he does bring a leadership type that's germane to his players to be productive. He doesn't give two rats button about the media. right? We they talk about Nick Sirianni, how he needs to dial back, but they don't talk about Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll be wild, and I'm always afraid Pete Carroll's going to give himself a stroke if he don't calm down.
All right, they don't talk about Pete Carroll. They don't talk about the kid down in the Miami, how he sprints. The last week he sprinted to the locker room. They even during halftime, they didn't even see the pick six. They had to tell him to come back. Right? That was the head coach, McDaniel. So they're not talking about these instances. And we had one. We had Jim Schwartz. Remember Jim Schwartz when he was head coach of Detroit? Got in a little after game spat with the coordinator of the head coach from San Fran. Like we don't.
He would never
on the individuals they want to pick and choose on, and it's terrible because Nick Sirianni, he's one of us. Like Dark Knight said, he's one of us. Like his passion for Philadelphia. Remember when he had the beat Dallas shirt on? Like he's one of us. Like that's something that we would normally do. If you got anybody from out in the parking lot right now to become head coach, they will be the same way Nick Sirianni will be right now.
Yeah, and look at this comment by Ed. This is a great point. Coach being emotional after the game is not as tasteless as a quarterback eating a turkey leg with 6 minutes to go in the game. Now, why aren't they talking about that?
They celebrated that.
Right. Our coach was very emotional and happy about beating a team that they lost to in the Super Bowl and proving them wrong. Not to mention, that the chatter was going on with the fans, and he was responding mostly to them and coming into the tunnel, So that's a lot less tasteless than the quarterback of the Dallas Cowturds chewing and chomping on a turkey leg with 6 minutes to play on a national televised game. That's not tasteless. Your guys are not mad about that,
right?
That you can see on cameras. Are you kidding me?
Their owner could get trashed one night with pictures around hookers, and then Dak can do what he wants to do and just chewing on turkey legs all up in the broadcast. But that's not.
How about say hold up? How about San Fran? The guy takes the turkey from the broadcast booth and throws it to the fans.
Yeah, no.
I didn't hear about that though.
No, we won't hear about that, but we hear about our coach in the tunnel, no less. This wasn't even in the field of view. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one saw this except that there were cameras in the tunnel. Like, he didn't do this out in front of the crowd, in front of public or anything like that. This was his celebration on his way into the locker room. He probably could have waited a couple minutes and did it in the locker room, but it wasn't in their faces. It wasn't none of that. It just happened to be
disrespectful.
It wasn't disrespectful either. Oh man, come on, miss me with that, man. And besides that, that's just how we are. So whatever. It's done. We're gonna do it again. So it is. That's just like the tush push. You don't like it, stop it. You don't like it.
Some of our own local sports broadcasters think that coach should just be super vanilla and super reserved, and like that doesn't work. And personally, culturally, that just ignores how different cultures express themselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
It starts to bring a level of bias in it. That's why I get so heated when people say stuff like that, because it's tone policing. You're not supposed to. That's where the whole angry black woman trope came from. That whole ideology. I don't want to get too deep on y'all, but it really should stop. And even against our coach, like let him be who he is, as long as he's keeping it respectful and he gets the results. It's his personality. You don't police his personality that got us to 9-1.
No,
the hell's wrong with you people?
Oh man, they talked about it on our radio. They talked about it on our radio station. Not this
was our radio station that was saying that. I was disgusted.
Need to embrace this, because this is something that hasn't happened in this Philadelphia franchise history. Or coach going, is it 9-1, 2 seasons in a row? That's never have happened.
Haters, they just hate him.
Second year,
hate him because he can do it his way.
If he won a Super Bowl last year, would they be talking about that this year? They probably wouldn't.
No.
Who knows? They seem very unhappy. They might still be talking about it.
Well,
it's like they want him to fit into their own coaching box, and it drives me bananas.
It does.
Drives me bananas.
And it's not going to happen. And I did at one point too, especially after the the plants and the roots and all that stuff. But after that, he started winning even more. So I'm on board with the plants and the roots and all that. You got to watch because the plants grow under the ground and the roots be spreading. You don't see what's going on under there. I'm with all that now. You know what I mean? So let the man be who the hell he is because this is working.
Flowers. We are blooming. We are blooming. Don't be mad. You better bloom and show that foliage.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna end up calling WIP and putting my mind to Joe Giglio because Hugh Douglas don't say too much. Your boy Hugh don't say too much. But Joe Giglio is like the anti-Philadelphia fan.
He is
anti-Philadelphia fan on a Philadelphia radio station, and I'm calling it out. I'm saying it right now. Joe Giglio, and I said his name right.
That's his thing. Everybody has their thing. That's his
just like Ellie Shore Parks. What does Howard call him? Captain Quickly.
Yeah.
I need my shot now, man.
All right, let's do the shot.
All right, let's end this quarter.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, you're watching Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles coverage show around. That's by us Eagles fans, for us Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team. That is the Philadelphia Eagles, the 9-1 Philadelphia Eagles, the NFC conference leading Philadelphia Eagles, actually the NFL leading Philadelphia Eagles. And we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. I am doing the cranberry juice. Pat is doing the Jameson Irish whiskey, and the shell is on the inactive. So you guys let me know what you're doing. Whatever you do, do it responsibly. But let's get ready for this game against the Buffalo Bills. This is Eagles Talk, the virtual tailgate. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook. That is by Eagles fans, for Eagles fans. You're now listening to the third quarter.
All right, let's open up this third quarter with some of the comments. What are you guys saying out there in the chat room? Alan says, I don't like this game today, especially without Lane. Eagles are only giving 3 points. Spread should have been at least 6.5 to 7.5. Vegas going to have their hands on this one. Remember, Vegas been in business longer than prostitution. I'm with you.
Wait a minute.
I do take Vegas into consideration when looking at games nowadays, and that is something to look at there, Alan. There's some games I just call Vegas games, but I'm not too worried about this one because I know I'm worried about Lane being out, but I'm not worried about Vegas too much because that when it's obvious, it's a more obvious thing, and I don't think the obvious money was on us. This is Buffalo. They still do have a good chance of coming in here and competing. So. It's those games like that Jets game. That game was a Vegas game to me. Yeah. Like you knew all the money was on us that week, and they were not having that. So this game, I'm not as worried as I was on that type of game, which I call a Vegas game. But I get where you're coming from. Let me see. Ed's out here. He says talking heads want to equivalent anyone connected to the Eagles to drunk fans throwing snowball at a drunk Santa. That's all they see. You're right. You're right, Ed. And we're more than that.
Santa, a skinny Santa, not the actual right size Santa.
Right.
We replaced the actual Santa.
They try to
he replaced the original Santa. They just told him to put this on, go out there. That's what that happened back in the 70s.
All right. Floyd says Stephen A. Smith is a two-face. Yeah, well, Stephen, that's Stephen A.'s thing too. You know, everybody, you know, yeah, you got to get that money, man. When they're when you're on TV, I don't care what you're doing. It's entertainment. I don't care in what capacity you're doing it. I don't care if you're a news broadcaster, a sports broadcaster, anything. It's entertainment. And there's things that go along with entertaining the public. And that's some of it. So even those people that you think are the most serious, they are getting cues. They have to entertain also. So I don't pay Stephen A. too much mind. If Nick could be tailgating before the game, he would. Yeah, Nick. I would love to tailgate with Nick. I would love to tailgate with Nick. It would probably be so much fun. So much fun. As a matter of fact, I put an old clip of us that came up in my memories on Facebook. Old clip of us during the Super Bowl year, tailgating and broadcasting from the parking lot.
Wow.
Eagles versus Bears. Me, you, and Shell. It's fun. Funny stuff. All right. Keith says Dak Prescott is no MVP. No. People are admiring my hat here. Angry Ryan says, sweet hat, Dark Knight. Yeah, I like it. I got it to go with this. It has that old logos that goes with the Kelly Green and the old logo on there. Check your DMs. I just sent you some fire. All you guys need. All right. All right. I'll look at that. Hemi says they always have something negative to say. Oh, I'm sorry. Got to put comment up first. All right. They always have something negative to say about the Eagles. Hardly anything positive. Like I said, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. You're right. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Like if we're in the mouths of other people that much, then we must be doing something right. You know what I mean? Worry when they're not talking about us. That's when you worry. You know what I'm saying? Worry when they start giving us praise, that's when we get scared. That's when we need to get mad. You know what I'm saying? When they start giving us praise, like, who are you talking to? Are you talking to me like that? You know what I'm saying? That's when you need to get mad. I like when they hate. I think that gives us the energy we need, the motivation we need to go out and do what we do. I love it. JT, what's up? We just need to go 1-0 this week. Thank you for reminding me, JT. That's all we need to do is just go 1-0 this week. That's all that matters. None of 9-1 doesn't matter today. None of that matters right now. All that matters, we're going to stay in the present moment. We're going to embrace our power of now. And right now, all we need to do is go 1-0 this week. JT, did you go to McGurk's? Are you at McGurk's? JT called me and asked me the Philly bar in Baltimore, and we broadcast from McGurk's and McGurk's in Baltimore. So he asked about that. Are you there, JT? It's a nice place to watch an Eagles game. All Eagles fans. I love to go to another city, find that bird's nest, and be engulfed with all Philly fans. It makes you feel like you're in Philly. It makes you feel like you're home. Yeah, so I hope you are there, and I hope you're enjoying yourself. Floyd also says media always trying to get Hurts to say something wrong. Not going to ever happen. Not going to ever happen. No. Oh my God, it's almost time. You're right. It is almost time. So we got 5 minutes.
Let me start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, let's start the fourth quarter just to say we did 4. All right, go ahead.
You're now listening to the fourth quarter.
Oh, Pat's not slick. Pat want to get that last shot in. All right, okay. So this is the fourth quarter. Pat is true. He's true. It's like,
you saw me pour.
All right, yeah, I saw you pour. All right, that was a quick quarter, so we can get to the fourth quarter. But you are watching Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles coverage show around us by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team. That is the Philadelphia Eagles. The 9-1 Philadelphia Eagles, and we do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage. Please drink responsibly in the form of shots. So I am going to continue to do this stuff, and I hope I can make it through the game. Yeah, I've taken triple shots of cranberry juice. Somebody check on me. All right. Anyway, Pat is going to do the Jameson Irish whiskey, and the shell is inactive. All right. So here we go down the hatch as we get ready to to see our Philadelphia Eagles take on the Buffalo Bills. Here we go. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. All right. I haven't mentioned this yet, but if you guys have been watching the past month, then you know that I still do play-by-play. So you can watch the game with Dark Knight on YouTube. Immediately following this pregame, you go to YouTube, or if you're watching on YouTube, just stay there, and you'll see the link for the watch the game with Dark Knight. I do play-by-play. It's been fun, actually. It's more work, I tell you that, but it's not work that I don't mind doing. I like to and people have been joining me, and people have been hitting me up offline too, letting me know how much they enjoy that. So if you want to turn the TV down or you just want to watch the game, we're going to bust it up. I'm going to do play-by-play, and we'll talk about the game as it's going on. If you don't want to do that, then make sure you go to the Eagles Talk group chat, and there'll be a chat as the game is taking place. Either way, we're on during the game. So with that being said, you guys, it's almost game time. So let's get some predictions in here. Pat, what do you think is going to happen?
It's going to be a tough task of our, I say this every week. I've been saying this forever. Dominating line of scrimmage on both offensive and defensive sides of the ball. It's going to be very difficult because Josh Allen is a guy who likes to run the ball, gets himself out of situations. He's like the Carson Wentz before Carson Wentz or after Carson Wentz, right? You got Riddick Keon, Stephon Diggs, and Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis, for some reason, always gets these big first downs, big touchdowns, and stuff like that. So you have to make sure you know who you are guarding and be active with your eyes and your progressions. If we're able to dominate up front, of course, I think we can win this game. It's going to be I'm not going to say it's going to be an easy game, but it's going to be a tough-fought game, and I do believe we can win this game very handily. Do I put 34 up on the board again? Yeah, I say 34-24.
34-24. I like that. All right, Nichelle, what about you? What do you see this game? How you see this game turning out?
I'm hoping what we mentioned earlier of getting a run game going. I would like to see some more run touchdowns, but still get the passing game in, and put up some points on these boys. I know. Oh, thanks, Ronald. But, I'm kind of in Pat's camp, but I'm more like the 34-17. I think defense going to shut down Josh Allen so people can, realize he's a 6-5 quarterback. He's not a 9-1 quarterback.
Yeah, I like that also. Let's hear what they're saying out there. Frank says he has us 30-13. Us. Birdie says 28-17. I'm assuming that's us. All right. Tarif saying 24-21. Us. Richard saying 27-17. Eagles. And Dion is saying 27 to the Wild Wings, 17. Sulema still up there. She's saying 28-23 Eagles. And Hemi says 30-10. All right. Well, I think that our Philadelphia Eagles do continue our winning ways. I think that the run game is going to be important in this game with Lane being out, not putting Jalen in harm's way too much today. He's been playing excellent also from the pocket and an MVP candidate, probably a top MVP candidate. I think he comes out, he continues to play at a high level, and our running game is more effective than it was last week. Defense, I expect the defense to continue doing what they do and have a efficient game, especially after halftime when they get even more efficient than they play in the first half. So I have us winning this game also. Us with more points than them. Join me and watch the game on YouTube. You guys on Facebook are going to have to come over to YouTube if you want to check it out. But the link is out there. I'll see you guys after the game if you don't join me, and I'll see you guys during the game if you do. I'm your man, Dark Knight, from my co-host, the co-most, Nichelle, and Pat. We'll see you guys after the game. We're out. Peace.
We go live in 5.